got some people over here on TikTok. Hello. We got 4:32 to start our time here together. 4:32 is just a nice, little bit auspicious grounding. Some say it's good for abundance and grounding. Just gets us present right here, right now. Hi, Tanya. We got Tanya on YouTube. Yay. Hi there. All right. So we're doing YouTube and TikTok at the same time. All right. Well, tonight's sound healing, I thought we'd get on here and do a little bit of personal alignment, but also collective alignment. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on the planet. So, what my sound therapy, my sound healing is based on is intention plus sound equals outcome. And when we have that intention, we bring the voice of higher consciousness through, we get a potency that is powerful. And so our potency tonight is personal alignment and collective alignment. So what do I mean by that? Personal alignment is like, it's your choice. What frequencies do you want to align with? Do you want to align with love and peace? Do you want to align with abundance? Do you want to align with wealth and prosperity? Do you want to align with emotions? A lot of people like the idea of coming to earth and experiencing every emotion. Do you want to align with lots of different emotions? Do you want to align with your triggers? Do you want to align with your anger? I know that sounds funny, but sometimes we don't think we have a choice, but we do. And that's what this voice work, what I call Be Sung, is all about, that we have a choice to choose something different and align differently. So anyway, tonight, personal alignment. Put in the comments what your personal choice for a vibrational alignment is. I personally align with my source self, and bring that through. And what I like to do to make things really simple is like source, let's co-create together with love and see what happens. Yeah, I used to get really into alignment and a law of attraction and all the different things, but lately in my 50s, I'm like, let's keep things simple. Let's let love lead the way here. So that's what we're doing here. And I'm a firm believer that the microcosm creates the macrocosm. So when we take care of the personal alignment, things start to shift and we become a domino effect for alignment out here. So that's how I see things. And so, Jennifer, Kelly, Gary, thanks for showing up here. Stick around. Any questions you have? Hello, beautiful soul. Any questions you have, put in the comments. And I'm just going to start us out with some personal alignment for unity consciousness, for love and peace. I sound like an instrument. We are an instrument. We're an instrument for love, and these bodies are instruments. Yes, we are. Thank you for the kind comments. I appreciate that. We have three people on our YouTube live at one time. Way, yay, yay, YouTube. All right. So I hope that got our vibration lifted. You know, I was talking to some people today, and we talked about visiting that high, you know, visiting that sense of freedom, that sense of love, that sense of just knowingness. And, you know, we go to a yoga class or we do a sound healing and we get that high, right? Well, how do we sustain that high? And that's what I see as, oh, okay. That's what I see as vibrational alignment. It's just working moment to moment, because what we practice, we become. So if we practice every moment being aware, eventually we just are the energy of freedom and love and peace. And then it's those few moments of the day that we're not, instead of the opposite way, right? Usually people are walking around kind of like in the lower realms of emotions, lower functioning, lower frequencies. And they have a moment, a glimpse of a high when they go for a walk in nature or go to a yoga class. We want to flip it. We want to be free and high most of the day and just have a few moments that pull us away, and then we know how to get back. Let's see, someone has a comment over here. That was lovely. You are so welcome, Chimkiti. And so what I'm going to do now is we're going to play with this bowl here. This is a pure crystal, quartz crystal singing bowl. And it's an F. And what an F can do is work on our heart, work on our emotions. Whose emotions have been running hot lately with maybe fear and worry, frustration, anger? You know, I'm going to be vulnerable and candid with you. Um, I was up very, very late. I probably got 4 hours of sleep last night. I was scrolling and just watching on TikTok all the footage about the hurricanes. And then that brought in a lot of stuff about conspiracy and about weather manipulation. And then that brought in a lot about all the stuff that's happening all around the world. And I was just kind of holding it. And emotions, you know, emotions and the what is it called, the insidious fear, right, that kind of creeps in. And I just worked with it. I was just like, no, let's just expand out. We're just going to watch and be informed and let it go. Let's see, all the above. Yes, Tanya. So, you know, it's really easy when we're keeping up on what's going on in the world to feel frustrated, to worry, to be scared. Did anyone hear about the psychic who says that? And there's several of them that says that there's going to be a blackout and we're going to lose everything. It's going to be a big EMP or EMP blackout. This stuff's kind of unnerving, right? So we do this and we learn how to align moment to moment, because we're going to need this practice. I can't find, oh, there it is. So this is the heart bowl to deal with all those denser emotions right now. And so what you do, what the practice is just take all that emotion, all those dense emotions of fear and worry and frustration and anger, and put them into the sound, right? Put them up into the sound and offer it up to Great Spirit. those emotions, those harder to feel emotions, and process them by putting it into the sound. We can detach from them and put it into the sound. And know we are always supported and one with each other and with the source. We're not alone. It's when we feel alone that we get scared. Tune into your heart center. This is an F bowl. It's for the heart center, heart chakra. Tune into one challenging emotion right now. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's anger, frustration, worry. Just tune into one of them. Acknowledge it and offer it up to the sound and to source. Hi, Brittany. Releasing. You're welcome. So that was opening our heart, processing some of those feelings that were kind of right there. And now I want to do one with the drum and the voice, because the voice is a really powerful way of processing. And so I am going to be doing a training coming up November 10th. It's in the bio link and it's in the community section in YouTube. But it's teaching you how to use your voice moment to moment, to process these denser feelings, frequencies, emotions. It also teaches you how to do it on other people too. If you're like a Reiki person and you want to use sounds on people, or if you're a sound healer that uses bowls, but now you want to use your voice. So it's for personal and collective. All this work can be personal and for collective. And so it's called Be Sung, and it's called my voice active, what is it? Awakened Voice Training. It's a 3-hour intensive. It's in November 10th. So if you're curious about that, go check that out. I'd love to have a full class. And it's also you get it for free if you do my Align month program. So just a little plug for all that. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do a sound healing with my voice, and we're going to work with, what do you think is more up right now, fear or anger? Usually fear is under the anger. What do you guys want to work with, fear or anger? Fear. Okay, so Brittany says fear. Fear. Courtney says fear. Okay, awesome. Oh, we got Lightmaker says anger. Okay. We got 3 people over here. So we have 4 people saying fear. So we will do this next one. This next one, the fear, and the fear basically feeds anger, because what happens on the emotional guidance scale is that when we are so scared, sometimes to feel better, we actually get angry, because it's a more empowering thing. So by working on the fear, we will be taking care of the anger. Okay, so we'll be working both of them. All right, so tune into your fears. Okay, and then I'm going to sing. And what's going to happen is I'm going to do it this way. There's lots of ways to work with this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to feel into the fear of the collective and my own fear. And we're going to use kind of like an odd harmonic. It's not going to sound pretty at first. And then we're going to coax it. We're going to process it, and then we're going to coax it to the light, and then it'll get lighter sounding. Okay, so you ready? Are you ready for the journey? Here we go. Anger was more releasing past and forgiving for freedom forward. Oh, I love that. I love that. Releasing the past and forgiving for freedom forward. Let's do that too. Well, actually, we're going to do, you know what, Light Maker, I'm going to do that one next. We'll do that one next. This, we're going to release fear, and the next one we'll do the, I love this, releasing past and forgiving for freedom forward. We'll do that one later. All right, so this is processing your fear. Pick up your biggest fears that you have, put them in, really acknowledge them and be with them for a moment, and then put them into the sound. We see you. 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 Hmm. Made you cry. Oh, that's a nice release. Wow, that was quite a journey. So, yeah, sound journeys can be so interesting like that. You never know what's going to come through. But when we're really working, that's one way to work is to really acknowledge and be with the feeling. So we were being with that fear. And you could really feel like the acknowledgement of the fear and then starting to break it up a little bit and then launch into the light again. So that was a cool journey. I go on these journeys with you. I never know what comes in. It's like I'm a conscious channel for this work, and it's an interesting ride. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that little heart. And thank you, Light Maker. You are so welcome. Oh, we got a little puff heart. I love those. I love those so much. Um, all right. So let me know how that landed with you. Do you feel like the fear? So the purpose was to raise the fear, process it, and feel like more empowered that you've got this, no matter what happens, and that you have a sense of like I'm not alone. I'm not alone through any of this. And that seems to lift our fear up. So let me know how that worked for you. Oh, I thought I had some water in here, but I don't. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for those puff balls. Oh, 23 puff balls. Puff hearts. Thank you. Heart puff. YouTube, you guys, they don't have any fun emojis and stuff over here on YouTube for you guys to do. But on TikTok, we've got all these like fun little puff balls and hearts and funny things. One time I had a little cowboy hat put on me. That was really fun. All right. So the next sound bath. So now that we've lifted some fear, we've lifted some density, right? Over here on YouTube, my friend Light Maker, um, he had a nice intention that I really wanted to sing to. And it's called Releasing the Past and Forgiving for Freedom Forward. Isn't that nice? I'll say it again if anyone wants to type it in. Releasing the past and forgiving for freedom forward. I love that. Releasing the past, forgiving for freedom forward. Freedom forward. That's where we're going. Yes, it is a beautiful intention. Yeah, so we're going to sing to that one next. And I am so psyched to have a few people on YouTube to talk to, trying to build this community some more. So it's nice building both these communities. Courtney, all right. I'm glad you're on to that. You're like that one. Forward march. Forward march. And for all the light workers that were sending all that energy to release the heat and release the intensity of Hurricane Milton, good work. We got it down to a category 3, which is a pretty significant change. And the thing is, I heard one channel last night in my perusing till 4 a.m. that what was inside this Hurricane Milton was a lot of detoxing of a lot of density, of a lot of anger and a lot of fear and a lot of stuff that the earth was like, I really got to let this go. So I got to do this. And so it's sweet that we made kind of like it's able still to come through, but we decreased the category. So good work, everybody, whoever prayed and did work for that. So now we march forward. We've released our fear. We're releasing the past. We're forgiving. We are forgiving. So if there's anyone, anything, any person, place, or thing that you feel that you really haven't forgiven yet, that is a ball and chain that is keeping you in the past. I know it's hard to forgive, but think of it this way. What is that saying? Let's see. Not forgiving someone is like taking poison and thinking that the other is going to benefit from it or something like that. Does anyone know that saying? Anyway, here we go. March forward, forgiving and leaving the past. There we go. Ooh, where are we going with this? Well, that was a fun one. You never know what's going to come out with these spontaneous things. So it's so interesting, the energy of like marching forward, right? We're moving forward. There's a certain kind of frequency to that. But when we march forward into peace, the structure changes. Marching has like a structure, it has like a physicality to it. Whereas peace goes into the ether. Peace goes into the formless, the glow and the flow. And so that's kind of where that ended, and that was a cool way to look at that. And so I teach this type of singing. I call it be sung, being sung. And this type of spontaneous singing, it requires kind of like a detox, an activation, and then a filling back up, and then learning about how to use the energetic and physical voice as an instrument, and then learning your own style of light language, and then learning how to hold space and hold energetic space and room. So that is what my training is all about on November 10th from 2:30 to 3:30, or 2:30 to 5:30. It's a 3-hour intensive training. It's over on my bio link if you want to join us. um, on YouTube, it's in the community section. And so if you're interested in learning to use your voice as a tool like this, as a channel for higher consciousness and for clearing out density, to live and sustain that peace and freedom, that your sense of beingness, go check out that class. And if you're kind of curious about and you have more questions, sign up for a free discovery call. I had two of them today. It was so joyful meeting people on the phone. It's 30 minutes where I just give you 30 minutes of my time, and we just chat and we go over what's going on in your life. We do a visioning process, and then we talk about what's been working for you and what hasn't been working. And then I give you some of my recommendations. So if you would like that free discovery call, that's over there on my bio link too. Um, yeah, I love talking to new people. And I also have a month-long program called the Align program, where you vibrationally reset, and we do that together through assessments and email coaching and custom sound healing, and this little map I make you. It's a really cool program. Um, and you get the Be Sung training free if you do the month program. So that's all my spiels. All that's over on my bio links. All right. So we've done a lot so far. We've released fear. We've marched forward with forgiveness and letting go of the past. And we've gone into glow and flow. And so I thought maybe I would give this a try. Um, so I have a few subscribers, and I hope to build my subscriber tribe. And we're going to start going live together, just the subscribers, every Thursday morning at 8:15 Mountain Time. But also another feature is that I'm going to focus on what they want to work on and see if I can bring them up as a guest. And then whatever they're working on helps everybody else too. So let's see. Annie, do you want to come up on stage here, and we can talk about whatever sound thing you want? I think Annie's here. Where is heart connection is life? That Annie. She's one of my subscribers. Mm. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Wow, we haven't even been here an hour and we got 11,000. All right. It's 10:30 p.m. Might wake up my kids. All righty. You got it. Um, who else? So is there any one of my subscribers here that would like to go live with me, or we can just do a little question, um, or a little process? If anyone has a little process that they want to work on. If not, I've got my sound healing book. And I thought we would look up some stuff here. So one of the things that I talk about in my line program and in my trainings is the spontaneous singing, right? It's like Reiki. The high consciousness comes through the voice, or just like Reiki comes through the hands, with me it comes through my voice. There's that. But then there's also the specific notes and frequencies that go to specific symptoms. Because the thing is, there's 5 levels of existence, right? The physical, the energetic, the mental, emotional, the intuitive, and the spiritual. And we need to participate in all of those because we're having an experience, we're existing in all those areas. So when I do custom sound healings for people, I do like the Reiki through the voice type of thing, the energy work through the voice, but then I also layer it with, like, say an F note. For like, an F note is for um, eyes and the optic nerve, the pancreas, sinuses and allergies, the pineal gland. Um, Emotionally, it helps with fear and the future. Helps to see and hear others. It helps to calm down the workaholic thing. Um, yeah, so things like that. See, so what note is for the digestive system and inflammation? Well, my friend Nicole, the digestive system is very big. So you've got the stomach, right? And then you've got the small intestines, and then you've got the large intestines, and there's real specific spots of the large intestines. So, which area of digestion? Because here it says the duodenum, and I believe that, where's the duodenum? I believe that is, I have to look it up. I used to know. That might be the first part. I got to look that up. I kind of forget. I took human anatomy in college, but I forget now. It's been a very long time. The intestines. Okay. Let's take a look here. Small intestines. Here we go. Um, so we have small intestines and we have large intestines. The small intestines come right after the stomach. They're the ones that take the food down. They're longer and they absorb the food, and then they take the waste and they put it into the large intestine. So the small intestine would be a C note. And I do have that bowl, but I have it packed away here. So what we can do is just sing. We can sing a C note. And so with inflammation, you want to start to take out of your lifestyle the thing that's causing the inflammation. Now, when we talk about vibrational alignment, um, there's always a vibrational root to the inflammation. And so usually that starts with a thought, a feeling, a belief system, right? And then it kind of goes into the body. Once it's in the body, we start noticing that certain physical things seem to cause it, right? And we buy into that. But really, it always has a vibrational root. And so if we use the C note, we can work on both the physical aspect and the vibrational aspect. So let's sing C. Oh, my battery's going. Let's sing the note of C. So if you're talking about the small intestines, what you can do, this is what I would be doing in my Align program. We would create something around the C scale, and I would sing in that note, and then we would play that, and I would create some other layers of things that you're working with. But if you just want to work just on clearing the small intestines, you can just go to YouTube and you can find a C drone, the letter C drone. And you'll find like that there's just a piano, or like an Indian instrument where they just play a C note over and over for like 10 to 20 minutes. And if you listen to that morning and night, you may start to have some different experiences in your small intestines. Give it a try, okay? And if you want something more encompassing, more layered, because a lot of times if there's one thing going on in the physical body, there's a lot going on in the emotional, mental body and the chakras and the spiritual realm. So if you want something more holistic, that's something that I could make for you in my Align program and make like a 30-minute recording. So, all right, so we're working on the small intestine. So let me tell you what else the note of C works on. Works on the thyroid, and it works on the fallopian tubes and large muscles. It can possibly help with depression, fatigue, fibroid cysts, gas pains, heart palpitations, low libido, menstrual cycle irregularity, metabolism imbalances, postpartum after childhood, um, sterility with females who have low A, and weight problems and female hair loss. It also helps with emotional problems of like having to be a people pleaser, a people person, codependency, caring for others kind of in an imbalanced way. Balance and harmony, important. Um, the wanting to make everyone happy. Okay, so these all have to do, according to this voice bio work, with the note C. So most likely if we tested you, you'd be low in the note of C in your reading. Make sense? Not you clocking me. I don't know what that means, alien superstar. Wow, so we're hitting the nail on the head, Nicole. Did you hear about the drone and all that I was talking about, Nicole? Yeah, lots to learn. Lots to learn. So, no, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Um, this C, which part? This is called voice bio work. Okay. I reverse engineer it. So when I hear people's symptoms, I look it up and I just use this to balance. But there also is a whole software that some sound therapists have where you go in and speak into it and you can see what's low. I just reverse engineer it and ask people questions and we just go from there. Um, so that's called voice bio work. And the program, if you wanted like a sound healing that was layered with all the holistic things that you are working on for yourself, that is called my Align Custom Sound Therapy Program. And that's over on my link. All right, so let's do it a few more times. The C drone. Yep. So that is the C, kind of arpeggiated, just kind of playing on the C scale. And we're just toning with it. So if you go over to YouTube and you do a C drone, it's nice. You add a bonus potency if you actually tone with it, like ah oh e. Well, thank you, alien superstar. Um, I'm glad it's grounding to you. So that's how we use the voice bio work, and then I have my set of these guys. So there are different intervals in music. So I do voice work, and when I do voice, it's what is your favorite note and why? That's a good question. I don't know exactly. I sing a lot spontaneously. When I'm doing these things, it's all just channeled spontaneous singing. I don't know what I'm going to sing. I don't know what key I'm in. Maybe if I tracked it, maybe there's a specific key that I usually sing in. I'm not sure. So in that way, I don't really know. But one of the things is this F bowl. I love the F bowl because it seems to just really go to the heart chakra, and then goes to some other things like sinuses and allergies, which and the pineal gland, the F. So the pineal gland gets crystallized, and it's for us to really awaken, we got to get that cleared out. So that's also on the F. So I would say probably F is kind of my favorite. If I had a favorite. Um, but there's other ways to use music in the physical form without just spontaneously being channeling the energy. And that is through these tuning forks. You can get you can get tuning forks for made for like any frequency you want. Like if I wanted to get the frequency of this color orange, I could get that made. You just would have to find a company that makes them. And I have a teacher who has a company that makes it. So if you had a frequency that you really want made, um, I know where to go. The pineal gland also helps with melatonin production. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Which is good for sleep, huh? But these two, I got this kit from Enzo Sensory, and it was so sweet of them. They sent me this, and I got to make some videos, and it was really a sweet gig. But this is a hockey puck. It's this rubber thing, and you hit this on it. You hear that? And what's cool about these is that when you have two of them, you can create an interval. And so these two, this is a 256 hertz, which is actually a C note. And this is a 384 hertz. So if that's C, D, E, F, G, I think this is a G. Let me see. I don't know what this note is. Let's see. G, G, A, B, C, D, E. This could be an E. Anyway, these are, this is a fifth. And the interval of a fifth is very unifying. It's very peaceful. And so I want you to hear that. And so intervals all have a different thing too. They all have a healing presence to them or a dissonance. So usually like a second or a seventh interval can be a little dissonance. But that's good too, because in sound healing, dissonance is good to break up stuck energy. Unifying stuff is good to like raise your vibration. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, here we go. You guys hear that? That's a fifth. And so tuning forks that aren't weighted, meaning they don't have anything on them, they clear your field really nice too. So, Nicole, put the phone speaker next to your intestines with this fifth. Does everyone know what I'm talking about when I say a fifth? Can you guys hear this? So another way you could do sound work on yourself, Nicole, is get this 256 hertz tuning fork and just put it right over your intestines. So a fifth is, so in music, there's a scale, right? Chromatically, there's 12 notes. In a major scale, there's seven, eight, an octave, 8 notes. Okay. And so the fifth is the space between the, let me see here. So here we go. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then back to C. So this would be, this is a third, or this is a third, 1, 2, 3. This is the first degree of the scale, and this is the third degree of the scale. So that's a third. And so this is the first, third, then 4, 5. And then this would be the fifth degree of the scale. So you have the, sorry, I'm upside down. 1, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so this is the space, the sound space between these notes is called a fifth. It's an interval between notes. And so this is the first degree, this is the fifth degree, and it's the space between the first and the fifth. It's the sound, yeah, it's that space. So that's called a fifth. Make sense? Yeah, and this is what it sounds like on a piano. It just has a nice resonance to it. And then this is a fourth. So let's just do this. This is kind of a fun little experiment. So really listen to how this feels in your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. Really feel these intervals, okay? We're going to do a second. And then here's a third. Here's a fourth. Here's a fifth. Yeah, see how the fifth it just resolves. And here's a sixth. Here's a seventh. And here's the eighth, which is an octave. Unison. And so that's the intervals of the major scale. And you can see they have different moods. They have different ways they land in the body and the energy. And so a lot of times when people make conscious music, they're thinking about that. Like a sixth is a lot of love songs use the sixth interval. Yeah. All right. Any questions about sound therapy? Anything you would like to align with? You like the fifth and sixth. Yeah, a lot of people do. It's the first, the brain. That one is very loud. The first. Do you mean the second? The first interval? This one? That one? You mean that first interval? Yeah. So that's a second. Okay. And you can feel the tension there, right? Just wants to go to the third. Yeah. So this would be, this is called a second. This interval on the one and the second, first degree of the note, which is C on the C scale. Second degree of the note is a D, okay? And this is called a second. And this is a third. Do, re, mi. Cool. You can feel it. Yeah. Whatever it does for you. Um, it just, yeah, it just has a little bit of pull to it, has a little bit of dissonance. And dissonance is a good thing, I think. Yeah. All right. So what's our next journey? I gotta put in my oh, I gotta do the puzzle piece here. All right, we still got two people over here on YouTube. What is our next journey? We worked with fear and we worked with marching forward, letting go of the past. We worked with freedom. What do we want to work with now? Do you have an intention for the next sound bath? And so, oops, there. Confidence, sadness. You know, confidence and sadness, they're kind of related. They're a little bit related. Like the spirit is kind of sad that it doesn't have more trust and confidence, right? So confidence, would you say confidence feels like that you don't trust yourself and that when you show up in the world that you just don't feel like you have enough to be, right? You don't trust or you feel like people are going to make fun or put you down or stuff like that. Yeah. So confidence is really something that's from that root chakra. That root chakra that somehow, somewhere you found that wound that you just felt disconnected or um, kicked out of the tribe, right? You couldn't be you. And so when you were very young, you tried to be you and it wasn't accepted. So why would you feel confident to go do that? And when you did go be confident to do that and you got pushed down and you said it was too much, too little, too not enough, it was all this, all judged all over the place. So why would and if that happened over and over again, why would you feel confident? So what you have to do is remind that young part of yourself that that tribe was only preliminary and that name the age that you are and just say, this is how old we are now. I'm your tribe. I'm your biggest cheerleader. It's okay. And so it takes time sometimes to talk to that version of ourselves. And there's a sadness there. There's a real sadness there underneath a lack of confidence because we feel like we can't be ourselves. So let's go on that journey. So as I sing to this, I want you to feel into that sadness. I want you to feel into that lack of confidence and lack of self esteem because you weren't accepted by the tribe. Feel it fully. But that tribe doesn't matter anymore. The tribe you have now is you, yourself, and I. And the Holy Trinity of Source, Great Mother, and the Sun, right? And the Sun is you. So let's go on this journey. Feel the sadness, feel the lack of self-esteem, but then be with it and then see if you can start to resolve it and see if you can come into the light of your truth, which is you're never alone, you're always accepted. And if people don't like you at this stage of the game, you can say, oh, well, I'm going to go somewhere else because I'm amazing and I'm going to go do my thing. Okay. And so this is the type of stuff that we go pretty deep with in my awakened voice mentoring sessions. So I do awakened voice sessions. We do 60 minutes and we go deep with this kind of stuff. Um, if you ever want to go deeper with this. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, we're working with root chakra. I need to do the smaller drum, the bigger drum. Coming back, coming back to the tribe of I am. Coming back, coming back to the tribe of I am. Coming back, coming back to the tribe of I am. I am, I am. Coming back, coming back to the tribe of I am. Coming back to the tribe of I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. Oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh. Oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh. Oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh. Coming back to the tribe of I am. Coming back to the tribe of I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. Coming back. Coming back to the tribe of I am. Feel your power now. Feel your power now. Coming back to the tribe of I am. Coming back, coming back to the tribe of I am. I am, I am, I am. Hey, oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 coming back to the tribe of I am. Coming back to the tribe of I am. Well, that was different. was a little different. I liked where that went. That was fun. That was definitely root chakra, coming back to the tribe. You have a tribe, and the suffering that we've had in our lives is that we feel like we've been separated from our initial tribe, the I am tribe. You keep getting the end. Thanks, Annie. Thank you. And so when we come into this life, we start to somehow forget that we're part of a huge universal tribe of source. But when we forget that, then we tune into a physical tribe that can reject us and judge us and push us away and hurt us. And we have this wounding from that. But the minute we tune in to the greater tribe of the I am, of the universe, we realize that we're not alone and we always belong and we're perfect. We're perfect in there. And so that's how you start to really heal that root chakra, is to gather yourself, your strength again, and know that you can never be judged or kicked out of your tribe, because your tribe is universal. It's infinite. And I know that sometimes sounds woo woo, but it's actually really true. It's our biggest truth to remember, is that we never separated. We never separated from our source, and that we're all part of the tribe. And the only reason we judge each other and hurt each other is because we are not remembering the tribe of the I am. And so, even as moms staring at our beautiful, beautiful little baby, some kind of wounding, lineage trauma has kept us separate from that tribe, and we look onto our baby and we start to judge it. We start to see that it's not perfect, even though it is. We forget to see the light in them. And so that's how you start to heal confidence, because confidence is a trust issue. So whatever tribe you're in, say if you're going to go do networking, or you're going to go do public speaking, or you're going to go to work, or you're going to try a new job or start a new business, like, and you feel like you're going to fail and you're not confident, it's a trust issue that stems from that feeling separated from the I am. And so, believe it or not, I used to have very low self-esteem, and I used to be very, very shy, and um, my voice was very much shut down as a little kid. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey to join the tribe of the I am again, and to come into this trust. Because, like, honestly, guys, like, think about this. Can you get online and do a live and just start singing and making all these weird sounds? I mean, it's like in the beginning of doing this was like really hard to do. But I mean, by the time I started doing TikTok, we had it all worked out. But um, it took a lot of trust. It took a lot of trust. It took a lot of detoxing and subconscious resetting. And I did a lot of that through sound. I've been using my voice since I've been a little girl to move energy. Um, oops, Nicole's message here. No, you need a lot of confidence and trust in yourself. You're brave. It's I don't know if it's brave as much as it is. It's like it just doesn't matter anymore. Like when I used to first come on here, oh my God, like some of the people, I think maybe the messages are filtered now, but I would get some really intense stuff on here. And it's a real practice of being so strong in your sense of tribe and your sense of purpose, that nothing can waver you. It doesn't matter what people say. And so when you find that real deep sense of purpose and passion and inspiration, like it doesn't matter what anyone says because you're on your path, right? And to get there is the psyche needs to you need to rework the psyche and detox it basically. So that's what I'm doing in my Be Sung training. That's what we do in actually all the ways that you can work with me over my bio link. We detox the subconscious. We let go of that past and we reset the nervous system. So the thing is, the subconscious, the psyche is working alongside the nervous system, right? When the psyche gets reactive, it goes into sympathetic nervous system, like fight or flight, or freeze, or numbness, right? So it's the psyche's really intertwined with the nervous system. But the cool part is, sound is too. Sound affects the vagus nerve, and when you create a vagal tone, it calms the nervous system down. So as you're going through a trigger, if you hum or make a sound, you calm the nervous system. You start resetting those triggers. All right, let's see. Why is this happening to me? All I wanted was to love and be loved. Always well winning. So if you've always wanted to be loved, you've always wanted to love and be loved, what is keeping you from that? So, are you loving unconditionally? So, the way to confidence and trust is to love unconditionally. Because as we're loving with conditions, that means that there's a perception and a judgment of how you should be loved or how you can love them. And if they do these is the things, they're not lovable. So if you love unconditionally, there's no judgment in it. And then no one can hurt you because you will love people no matter what. And there's a real confidence and trust in life with that perspective. And so if all you really wanted to do is love, that's the end of the statement. Let go of the be loved part. That'll come, that'll go. But know that you were always loved by the source creator that created you. So stop the sentence as all I really want is to love. And then you go do that unconditionally and then see what happens. Make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Because when we start putting conditions on love, that's when our confidence, because someone did that to you. Someone didn't love you conditionally when you first came in here. And it's also a huge, like, lineage wound, too. Someone looked at you as a baby and said, I will love you if you don't cry, or if you don't poop as much, or if you don't, like, as a baby, like, and they put conditions on you. And you learned very quickly that you're lovable if. And so that puts a huge, like, oh, I can't trust this person. I can't be confident and just be me because I'm like a pooping, crying baby and they don't like that. I needed your peaceful words tonight. Thank you for your beautiful energy. Oh my God, Lucky, you're so welcome. Oh, we got 17 messages here. Okay. Not messages. Okay. And so everyone good on what that said? Unconditional love. Yeah. So unconditional love is a challenge. Let's say, thanks for the wonderful stream. You might be interested in Insight Timer. It's an app for live sound baths. Oh, so many people have been telling me about Insight Timer, and I swear I was been gonna look it up, and then I forget about it, and then someone tells me again. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at that Insight Timer. Ba-da-dee-ba-dee-dee-dee-dee. Insight timer. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. All right, beautiful people. I hope I gave you a little bit of something to think about. I hope I gave you some relief and love. Um, Again, if you're interested in going deeper with sound therapy and vibrational alignment, I have awakened voice sessions. I have my Align my month program, and I have my training coming up, my 3-hour intensive training November 10th. And all of that you can get over on my bio link. You can also get a free download of a sound bath to regulate your nervous system. So go get that freebie. And yeah, I think I'm gonna say goodnight because I went to bed at 4 o'clock last night. And I think I need to go wind